understand. This is serious. He's been leaving the house every Tuesday and Thursday. I trail him in the station wagon. They dance all night. They giggle. She dips him. She lifts him. She tosses him around the room like Godzilla with a railroad car. Oh, my God! What did I do to deserve this?
Singh. Internet's shitting on him, and it's okay. It's okay, guys. We are going to spend some time trying to defend the indefensible.
Well, since everybody's talking about the whole Akaash and his wife, and she's basically cucking him out, and it seems like he's going to be the Will Smith 2.0. He's like, you know what? Might as well react to this and see what's all the fuss is about. Because I heard my boy talk about it, and then I seen some videos about it, and I'm like, it can't be all this bad. It can't be this bad. So we're going to check it out. I'm 3rd Street. Make sure you like and subscribe.
And essentially this revolves around the fact that Akaash, who's been with his wife for a long time, has taken the time to comment on other people's relationships.
She wasn't even remorseful.
When he says entanglement and he questions the word, she gets irritated. She's like, that's what I said, entanglement. Like, bitch, you cheated, bro. No. I'm the one getting embarrassed, and then I call you out on wording, and you get, yeah, that's what I said. This is a bit of a cucky take, but it's out there that he is in an emotionally abusive relationship. And that's why he cares so much about what she thinks and her reaction to something.
You think?
According to Akaash, hearing about your girlfriend's past hookup is cuck shit. All right. I think when it comes down to like most relationships, if you are a person who had like maybe 6 bodies, right? If you're a man, right? And you're with a female, I don't think she should know that, well, you know, I slept with like 6 people or 10 people. Because again, that was before her time. Now, if she tells you, or well, regardless, I don't really think it shouldn't really matter of how many body counts. Now, if this woman is very promiscuous and you may have gotten a little bit of an inkling, or you sense something in the beginning that maybe this girl probably been around, or there's something about her that you probably can detect that this, you know, this was she was about, then maybe you probably shouldn't maybe associate yourself with her, or just see how it is. But then if there is something that doesn't seem right, then you should just leave. Like, if all the red flags are there, then you should leave. But I don't think knowing about a person's past isn't too much of a bad thing. But I think that if there has been certain things that happen, then it was before your time, right? Then it wouldn't be like, oh, I'm gonna tell my partner. I mean, you could tell your partner certain things about past relationships as you're supposed to, but I don't think you should go into detail of how many women you slept with, right? That's what I think. But you know, everybody's kind of different when it comes down to letting your partner know that, oh, I've been with like 13 or 20 women, and she tells you, well, she sucked over like 50 guys and shit, and she was in the room getting fucked by 50 demons, and it's like, I don't know. It's fucking weird.
Your girl has slept with 3 times the amount of guys she's told you.
Did you just ask me? I want to hear about a couple of the previous.
Why you want to hear?
Why? I just want to see.
That's what weird. Are you gonna get jerking off to?
She got good taste.
Yeah, that's some fuck shit.
Just make sure she got good taste.
Has bigged up his own relationships about how great it is, and shat on other people, including Myron, who took that personally.
What I don't like, what I find corny as fuck, is my preference is not my women. You guys have established yourselves as role models. From simps to pimps, which is another motto I find kind of corny, but I looked into what you guys are about. And a lot of this shit is just childish.
So Myron, you know, years later, found a couple clips, and he's like, oh, I'm the best Indian in the fucking game, bro. And then shat on him.
Fucking dude, this is embarrassing. This buck teeth fucking.
You know, the sad thing about all of this is that this is the only victory that Myron can actually get, because we've seen for years that he tried to go after Abba and Preach, and then now he was in the comic section of Jew Almighty and was trying to say some things about him too. So it's like, this is the only real victory he can sort of get, of basically saying about what Akaash's wife is doing to him, and basically going on podcasts and saying things about certain things. But I mean, this is the only victory that he can possibly get. Otherwise, it's, you know, we know what type of time Myron is really on, but this is the only victory that he can get, of clowning him and saying, well, you see, you a cuck, and she's out here talking crazy on your name and shit. You better check your wife, bro. This is the only victory he can get. But this is all pure entertainment at the end of the day.
What the fuck is wrong with this bitch? Yo, you need to get your woman in line. She is embarrassing you.
And here we are today. All right. After all this Indian on Indian violence, we are at this point.
My wife also hadn't had any sexual partners, so that helped us connect a lot more.
Now, let me ask you this. Do you believe her?
If you've seen her, then it's hard to believe. Yeah. I remember I was just like, what? But she was 22, I was 31. There was an age gap.
31 and 22. Wow. That's a large age gap, but I mean, I guess it depends on like other people's cultures and shit. Because I know there are people out there who marry really young or really old, depending on. But I know typically it's always like really young. But wow,
Little clip right here is spliced together with some other clips because you know the internet, and it wants to get petty. It's about half as good as me. And
Sometimes I get so painfully nostalgic for college. I was popping my and living my best life in these white boy frat houses.
I'm actively trying to have an orgy because, and you haven't seen Nav yet, but wait till you fucking see him.
Nav is her co-host's husband.
His body goes crazy. His face card always slays, never declines. And it's kind of weird because I'm talking about your husband. I just know that Nav's dick is like at least 10 inches.
okay, so basically, that she shouldn't have never said any of that. I wouldn't even went on the internet basically saying that she was squirting on a whole bunch of white dudes, right? And talking about a woman's husband, saying that she thinks that he's over 10 inches. She's talking crazy and talking about she's actively seeking an orgy is you can't get away with this. Like, you can't be saying this. You can't be saying this. Talking about I'm trying to get an active orgy and I was squirting all over these white dudes. I'm like, oh, damn, she crazy. See, you know what it is too? I think Akaash knows that how freaky his wife is and shit like that. That's why he's probably like taking all the cuckery and all the back talk and the backlash because he knows what the things that the wife is probably performing. That's how typically some of these guys go, where if they have a wife at home and she's performing all types of tricks in bed, they be like, man, I don't care. She can say whatever she like, but I don't care. I ain't gonna lie, that shit go hard. And that's how some of these people be thinking about, but damn. Fucking damn. You see out here talking crazy on your name, man, and y'all married. Like, damn, that's wild.
Okay, I have two butt stories. So one time I met this guy on Tinder and I made the dumb mistake of letting him sleep over, like not really wanting to fucking hook up. And I like woke up in the morning and like my asshole was a little sore.
Boy, ain't no fucking way, boy.
Hold up, are we just gonna forget and just gloss over the fact that she said she met a dude off of Tinder? And she, even though she wasn't feeling it like the guy like that, and apparently they woke up the next morning. Well, she woke up the next morning talking about she was sore. What the fuck is this woman on about? You see, this is why I said Akaash, he knows his wife is probably letting him do all types of things. That's why he's sitting there with a big old smile on his face. She probably like, yeah, man, I could go up inside, I could do anal, I could do all types of penetrations and shit. Deep throat is amazing. That's why he's not trying to get rid of her. Yo, this is crazy, man. This is crazy. Even though he's still a cuck and a simp, though, because you can't be allowing your wife to disrespect you and go and say all these things and talking about she's actively seeking an orgy is like what? And we all know her preferences is white dudes. So she wants a whole bunch of 10 white CCC white dudes up in there talking about she want to get blasted in each and every single hole. Oh boy. Don't be surprised if she end up on the hub or some spank shit, and it's like, oh, look at Akaash's wife. Oh, wow. Oh, no. Oh
my God. And I remember that he what kind of do you watch when you use a vibrator?
Okay, not gonna lie, I don't watch while using a vibrator. What? I just think my imagination is vibration enough.
Wow.
I'm just thinking of like my own husband while I'm like doing it.
Wait, that's kind of baller, but I could never do that.
Yeah. And so I was using
Why it makes you laugh?
I do stand up.
Yeah.
If that's my wife, I'm dying inside.
That's your what?
If that's my wife, I'm dying inside.
If you're doing stand up and you claim all the things that you claim, then you're dying inside, yeah. Because if it was like Chris D'Elia's wife saying that, nobody would care. Nobody would care. They'd be like, yeah, okay, yeah, she's open. Nobody cares. When you say that she hasn't done anything, and that's where people are like, oh.
I don't care if it's Chris D'Elia. I don't care if it's Jesus himself. I'm dying inside.
I mean, the thing is, because you would feel any man would probably feel embarrassed or sort of ashamed to know that your wife, even when she's in the mood to pleasure herself, she's not even thinking about you. She's thinking about something else. And I mean, it's just crazy how some people is okay with just having a wife expose or embarrass them. Because even when Will Smith had it with Jada, and she was saying about things about August and about size and girth, and she really needed it at the time, and he's sitting there at the table, eyes all red and crying and shit, like, I can't believe she did this and that to me. And then when there were times when I think he spent, I think, even millions of dollars on her birthday, she wasn't happy about it. It's just, come on, man. And then they expose this on the internet for millions to see and watch, and to make comments and comedy off of it is just crazy. It's crazy. And then I mean, to know that your wife is performing all types of things in bed to you, it just doesn't justify that she's on the internet explaining herself that yes, this is what she truly desire and want. If she would have went to the industry and asked for what she wanted, they would have gave it to her. And then she would have been talking about like, oh my God, it was this. Oh my God, was that? Because remember what the whole leading the plug and Adam 22 situation, when her fan base was telling her, they was like, oh, yeah, I need to spice it up. Or you need to spice it up on your content because we tired of seeing you and your husband. And then as soon as when Jason Love came in there, Adam was the biggest cuck simp throughout the entire time, because everybody just kept flaming him like, how you gonna allow this man to do what he did? And even it was so bad, I think they did it a second time, because he said, oh, look who's back. He was sitting there smiling and cheesy because he's like, yeah, I'm about to bust up Lena's walls again. And come on.
Well, Jesus forgives, so it doesn't matter. You know? It doesn't matter.
That's
Jesus,
crazy.
We don't.
First of all, that's a fucking red flag. I'm not, like, no joke. I love you girls. If you want to work, all for that, whatever. But like, any man that doesn't want to have a joint bank account or isn't being transparent with his accounts or has separate accounts, that's a fucking red flag. This is not a two-way street. This is a one-way street. His money is our money, and my money is my money. And look, have I only made $600 from content creating?
Wow, I went up $100 from last week.
But that's my money, okay?
I don't know if you watch The Boys, but I love him on The Boys.
I never watched that show, but like, he's on my hall pass list.
Yep.
All right, so we're gonna have Akaash commenting on how he feels about his wife's content.
So this one,
Yes.
Justine got a lot of heat for, because she was saying, my money's
They told
my
the
money.
fucking truth.
Your money's my money. How do you guys think you should split finances?
Can I just say that that's a common fucking saying?
Oh, for sure.
And honestly, if you distill it, it just means that your husband loves you enough so that you feel like you have some security in case he becomes an asshole one day.
So how do you guys...
I'm going to carry the kids one day or get a surrogate.
The big question would be, will Akaash actually leave his wife at some point? Because if she really is thinking about these fantasies of wanting to be with a white man and shit like that, and wanting different types of bigger sizes, then do you think at some point that Akaash is going to leave his wife, or do you think that the wife will step out of boundaries and probably will cheat? Time is ticking.
Yeah, I deserve all this money because I might carry your kids, or we might use your money so someone else can carry it, which then what happens to the money? So I got to pay extra money so you don't carry the kid, and that justifies why you get the money?
Yeah.
Explain the math.
You have to ask her. That's not my math.
It's not your math?
That's not my math. I have a hard time explaining normal math. Now you want me to explain her math?
Girl math is...
I can't do that.
Girl math goes crazy.
Do you want me to answer that?
Yeah.
It's adorable when she does these things. Yeah. Like, I just look at it, and here's the rule in our marriage. It's been unspoken, but now we're just saying it now that we're both making content. If it's funny, we're good. Like, if it's funny, and if it's not funny and it hurt the other person's feelings, you apologize, you move on. That was clearly my wife trying to be funny, and watching everyone take it, because the idea that my wife, she's going to start making so much, you guys are going to make so much money. The idea that she would even go to the bank to try to open her own account.
I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that response.
Video's doing great, you know what I mean? But internet just piles on the hate. I get it, you know?
This comment is so f***ing gross to me.
It says, damn, Akaash waited and you did it.
Who the fuck are you to talk about when I lost my f***ing virginity? I will talk about it because it's my f***ing sexuality and it's my f***ing story. So sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up. And also, do you think Akaash never touched a f***ing woman before he met me? Like, we both hooked up with people, we both were in relationships, and then together we both lost our virginity. So sit the down. You're like, just unfollow me. You're so annoying.
All right.
Well, ma'am, I understand where you're coming from and what you're saying, but when you say you popped your pussy, if you say that,
Man,
it
did you
implies that
pop
you
it?
all did those things and y'all were not together.
She said she's a virgin, but everyone's like, how are you popping? So I actually can see this being a real thing. I grew up around a lot of people. Put in the butt. That's why she mentions it in her story. But there's a lot of people.
I'm gonna let Abba continue here, but I know normally when it comes down to virgins and people who are trying to get married and trying to like remain in the faith, they wouldn't say, "Oh, don't put it here." Right? You can put it in the bun hole, right? And or she will suck you off. And I think that technically would still not, it would make you a non-virgin, because if you're already, soaking sheets and shit, and he's on his way and shit like that, it's like, no, you wouldn't technically be one anymore, because penetration is still penetration. You still feel the shit, and you still having your way, or if you sucking him off and shit, like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at the end of the day, because you're still sort of breaking it in a sense, because you are not a virgin anymore. It's just that the part that they think is the sacred part would not be defiled into marriage, but it's like, technically you are not one, because if you've done any sort of penetration or any sort of anything sexual, anything, you're not a virgin anymore. So by law, you're not a virgin anymore. But people out there try to justify and say, well, I just suck you off and shit like that. And even for the boy or the man, I should say, if he gets sucked off, right, and he's like, well, I did this act and I'm still a virgin. It's like, no, my boy, you're not. Like, if she did that to you, you're not. I don't know. Just people just come up with this weird shit. I don't understand.
What?
Who would hook up with folks? They would do everything but vaginal sex, and they would say that they're virgins.
Yeah, they are.
And that's common throughout the world. So
They
I know
are.
a lot of people. Personally, I don't think you're still a virgin then, but technically,
listen, if you get finger blasted, you're done, so.
Can't tell me you a virgin and you was popping pussy in white boy frat houses. That's crazy.
Wow.
I'm gonna show you the one clip from me that tells me everything I need to know. And like, this clip repeats itself three or four times in different ones, but just this instance.
Go ahead.
And like, to me, nothing is even said. So apparently this is some kind of like, I think it's like a proposal, like re-engagement. I don't know. Married couples apparently redo this. I don't know why, but this is happening. He's trying to do a romantic gesture. Now watch what I'm watching.
First of all, I want to say to Amma, happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
All of this is possible because you told me I could do anything that I wanted. And the best decision I ever made in my entire life was to marry this woman right here. His birthday it is in 2 weeks. And I love you so much. And the only regret that I have is that I only got to marry you once. So I want to make a little quick announcement that we're going to get married again. We're going to renew our vows in India next year. Do you all want to come to that? Does that sound fun? And since I am renewing my vows, I think the only thing you can do is propose again.
Oh,
Ghislaine Singh, will you be Ghislaine Singh forever again?
yes! Oh my god!
Take that drinky thing off. That drinky ding.
Did you guys know this? Yes! Oh my god! How big is this?
Big enough for you to shut up every time I tell you.
Thank you so much.
If you enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe.
One custard pie? Let me have it.
I can't watch! I can't watch!
I can. I'm speechless.
No. I
want to see it again.
And when I saw this clip, guys, could have shown me nothing else about the marriage. It really kind of.
But wait! There's more!
I look good, Mr. Armstrong. Armstrong.
And the fact that every time in the clip that he tried to go in for a kiss, and she's like moving her head like, nah, I ain't kissing you. I want to kiss my white man. I don't want to kiss you. Damn, son, she got a fascination for white dudes, and she's not even trying to kiss up on her husband like that. It's like, I don't know. We don't even know if she really loves this man like that. We don't know what the fuck's going on at that house, but we can clearly see. Do you know what that whole story? It reminds me of when they always used to say, if a woman kisses you with her eyes open, that doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't look right. There might be something off there where a normal kiss is supposed to be with two people closing their eyes and shit like that, and she keep her eyes open. That shit weird. That shit kind of weird, especially when you're the one doing all of that shit. I think I don't want to go into that, but it got me thinking about some shit. But nah, fuck that. Nah. Oh hell no.
You kill me, boy, so lights out.
On Saturday when I saw her, I said, Daria, do you know? And she said, I don't know anything. I don't know anything.
She's a good liar.
Then she's a good liar.
That's a friend.
Then she's a good liar.
That's a friend.
No, I don't want those gifts.
I know. Why not?
I don't like, I don't care about, I like tangible goods.
Not.
I don't like, I don't care about, I like.
I just like.
C'est tough en esti, man. C'est tough en tabarnak. Je veux quand même la revoir. I still want to see it.
I just need a second, bro. Just like let me recoup. Let me gather myself.
You don't even have to put some sound.
You know, like
you can close your eyes and play it.
You know when you watch somebody bomb, how you cringe?
Oh, jeez.
You know how I love to watch people bomb.
Yes. This is the opposite happening right now. I want to see it again. I just want to see it again.
Preach is stupid. He said, I want to see it again. I want to see that shit. That shit crazy. She move her head. Nah, man. I don't think she really love him like that. I don't know. That's not how love's supposed to look like. And he seems like he the one carrying this shit. And she like, nah, man. She thinking about orgies and white men. So it's like, I don't know. I will leave the rest of the video down in the description down below, right, for y'all to check out the rest of it. I just want to see what the fuck everybody was talking about. And nah, this shit horrible. She's not even giving this man what he deserves, and vice versa. Not vice versa, but it's just like it's really her doing all this damage. He can't even catch a break because now everybody gonna be saying, yo, you Will Smith 2.0. You Little Will. Everybody gonna be calling this man Little Will and shit like that because he out here getting cucked out by his wife. Now, if she goes through it and we start to hear more about this and everybody gonna be telling him like, yo, man, you got cucked out by your wife and shit like that. Oh my God, that shit gonna be crazy. But as always, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And this has been your boy Third Street. And I catch you all in the next one. Man, fuck all this and we out.